So this is most of my Marvel Legends collection. And a lot of it I accumulated over the past 3 years, and I've been very satisfied with the line. But most people still complain and ask more from Hasbro. And today I'm going to ask the question, what do you expect from Hasbro, and what's their responsibility to toy collectors? We'll talk about that and other things today on Toy Games.
Games! Games!
So, this Toy Biz Green Goblin, it's the last Marvel Legend from Toy Biz that I purchased. And this is really 2006, before really most people had internet in their homes. And if you did, it certainly wasn't to watch YouTube reviews of toys. And I was fine with this figure, and I didn't really know that they lost the license. I know that I walked into Toys R Us or wherever I would buy toys at that time, and the packaging was different, and I was the maybe the Blob Build-A-Figure wave. I'll have to check. And I think I got the Thor. I didn't care to build the Blob, which years later I regretted. And it didn't come with the comic, it didn't come with the diorama base. But that wasn't my gripe. I didn't really have a gripe. I had all the major players from the 616 universe. I had my Sinister Six, I had my Hulk, I had my Avengers, I had my Build-A-Figure Giant Man, I had my Build-A-Figure Sentinel, my Build-A-Figure Galactus. What did I need? I didn't need anything else. So that's 2006, 7, 8, 9. All these years went by. And if I had to remember, I think it was either Doc Ock or Wolverine. And I have my Doc Ock, and I have my Toy Biz Doc Ock, and I liked some of the sculpt work and the Toy Biz one, but it had the funky articulation. And I was like, you know what? This is kind of fun. That was in 2016 or 17. It's hard to remember these things. But I went into this rabbit hole of where I am now, and I sold off many of my Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I have this Green Goblin because I think the sculpt still holds up. I really like the glider. And I kept a few of my favorites. I really don't pay attention to the Bucky cap or why this figure wasn't made and that figure wasn't made. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't as a collector. But I said this a year ago when the prices started to hike, that we had Hasbro by the balls. And you do. The power's in your hands because most of the major characters are out. Now, Hasbro has almost had this line for 20 years. If you're not satisfied, and it's been almost 20 years, I mean, that's like Stockholm Syndrome or something. That's an odd relationship to have as a consumer. It would be like having an Xbox and hating every game that's ever come out. You kind of just have to maybe just give up, collect something else, go into Hot Toys. I don't know. I see a lot of people complaining about the Green Goblin, the new one. And I'm baffled. I just don't get it. It's a beautiful sculpt and piece, and I see people that weren't happy with this year's releases when we had figures like Blob and Bishop and a lot of they finally finished this team. They finished this team. Everyone went nuts wanting this team to be finished well. They finished this team. And when I say what's the responsibility or what do you expect from Hasbro, here's my thing. You got to understand. If you have been collecting Marvel Legends since 2006, and you were 18 at the time, got your first job, and 10 years go by, and you're 28, 30, think about that guy behind you that just got the job. If he can't get Captain America, if he can't get the Hulk, if he can't get Spider-Man, if he can't get Iron Man, if he can't get Doctor Doom, why would he bother to collect the line? If he can't get all the major characters, why would he go into this line? You guys want these bottom barrel characters, and that's what they are, to be pushed ahead of the big characters that need to keep the line selling. Without Captain America, without this beautiful figure they made last year, okay? Without all that Spider-Man you see on the shelves that people are going to buy and looking for this past 2 weeks from the Sam Raimi films. I don't want to mispronounce that. That was a big deal last week. You don't have figures like Captain Britain. This is a peg warmer. I loved Excalibur. It was a fun comic book. Captain Britain doesn't sell. Okay, so they need to make figures that sell to make money to keep the line going. And so when I see people, what an awful year this was. I mean, for someone like me who missed out on Blob the first time, who missed out on Ghost Rider the first time, this came out late last year, like December, who missed out on Beast just a few years ago, who missed out on Cyclops. You know how much this Cyclops goes for? The first version, like $75. I got this for $25. So what's the responsibility? Is it to appease the people that have been collecting and gotten all these figures already, to make these low-tier characters to satisfy you just so you can have every single figure? Or is it to slowly put them figures out? Because they are putting them out. As I said, with Pretty Boy, and who else was... Like, I don't even know who this guy is. I couldn't tell you who this is. It looks like Elton John lost his mind and got younger. But I thought it was cool. Omni Kid. Make any sense? He built Bonebreaker. And Bonebreaker came out this year. How incredible of a figure is Bonebreaker? Listen, if you want to complain about prices, if you want to complain about things like sometimes they cheap out on sculpts, like Corsair here, this is just painted on when it could be sculpted over it. But that's just not their thing. They go for a clean comic book look. And I don't know what to say anymore. Look at Mafex. They're like, what, 8 figures into the Marvel license? You could do quality over quantity. But you're going to spend a lot more money, and you're not going to have as much fun. I'm telling you that. I just don't know. I don't know. And what's also funny is all the complaints about not making these obscure characters. McFarlane with the DC line, on the flip side, has seemed to have started with the obscure characters. And people complain about that. So, and now he's getting into the mainline characters, like the definitive Wonder Woman, definitive Batman, definitive Happy Superman. So, I'm asking you as toy collectors, what do you think Hasbro's responsibility is with this license going forward? I'd love to have a discussion about it. You can say I'm an idiot. You can say I'm totally wrong. It's not fair. They should be making X and Y and all these characters. They already made 100 Spider-Man figures. Well, when Todd says Batman sells, Spider-Man sells too. And I bought about 5 of them this year as I dropped Captain Britain. And I got more on the way. You have to think of it from a business standpoint. When Pepsi comes out with a new flavor, they're not going to push down the production of Pepsi to sell Diet Pepsi with lemon. You know what I mean? You have to keep selling what people want. And I'm not some business major. I have never worked for a toy company. I sell cakes, but you still have to put out your banger of a product to be able to sell those other products. You're going to get these characters. It's crazy that in almost 20 years, you'd think every single character would have been made. But like I said, I don't think it's fiscally worth it. Is that the word I'm looking for? To sound smarter than I am here? I don't know. Just the end of the year, I just wanted to reflect and see where you guys were, you Marvel Legends collectors. I've been happy with it. Let me know what you think. Please try to keep it you can call me. Let me see what you can call me. Don't call me dumb, because I'm not. Don't call me. You can tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That's fine. All right? Yeah. Like the name calling. I'm fine with certain shit. No, I'm not. Anyway, take care, have fun. I'm going to have another video tomorrow. Got some stuff in the mail I'm waiting on. Got my own movie Spider-Man figures I'm waiting on. And a little something else. And then Friday I'm doing another live stream. That was a hell of a lot of fun. Take care, have fun. Till next time.